point, it's starting to look like Cuba Gooding Jr. is the weapon fashioned against Diddy because he has been standing 10 toes down and trying to ruin Diddy. This time, he is taking it a step further by going after Diddy's alleged associates, Cuba Gooding Jr. and Jay-Z, putting them on blast for hiding from the world after getting exposed for being in cahoots with Diddy and allegedly enabling his shady activity. Not only that, but he is also warning them to run for their lives because his documentary is going to lay it bare for the world to see what is really going on behind the scenes. And get this, he allegedly claims to have some exclusive footage of their freaky actions, and he promises to leak it in his documentary and expose them. Y'all, 50 Cent is not here to joke, so Jay-Z and Cuba better watch out because he is coming in hot. It's not so surprising why 50 is doing all this, and a lot of people are grateful to him for this because there are a lot of things about Hollywood that need to be exposed. Even though there have been a lot of lawsuits detailing the stuff that Diddy has done, 50 is claiming that it barely scratches the surface of what he really is like in real life. Not long after the first 3 lawsuits were filed against him, 50 announced that he was working on a documentary about Diddy. He tweeted, "Diddy do it? Coming soon. GLG. Green Light Gang." And another one. He also said, "Rapper? I thought Diddy was a billionaire music mogul. If he's smart, he will file bankruptcy now. Anyone with real money knows why I'm saying this. I'm the best producer for the job, guys. Here come the receipts." And girl, when he said he had receipts, he was not lying. We thought that he was going to focus on Diddy alone, but it turns out that 50 can do multiple things at the same time because he is also going to be talking about some of Diddy's friends, starting off with Jay-Z and Cuba. If there is one person that 50 trolls just as much as Diddy, it's going to be Jay-Z. 50 has never tried to hide his disdain for Jay-Z, and in a 2009 Rolling Stone interview, he spilled the beans on Jay's King complex, talking about how Jay-Z genuinely seems to believe that he is the Messiah. He said he has a king complex. He thinks he's effing Jesus, you know what I mean? This Jehovah-ish, I'm just watching him. He said something one time I didn't like, those little things, subliminal things. For me, that's the punk way to do things. Well, he has been trolling Jay-Z hard since Diddy's lawsuit, calling him out for being a fake friend to Diddy and disappearing on him. In one post, he said, "Anybody seen Jay?" Puff said that ninja ain't answering his phone. In another post, he said, "Jay in hibernation, he ain't coming outside till this stuff with Puff blow over. No brunch, no lunch, no dinner. I'm all you got, I'm outside." So it sounds like Jay-Z wants to lay low until the whole thing with Diddy blows over, but 50 Cent is not about to let that happen because he is dragging Jay-Z with his full chest and making sure that everybody remembers that Jay-Z stuck 10 toes down behind Diddy when Diddy was doing all the things that he has been exposed for doing, and Jay-Z never tried to stop him. Don't even get me started on the rumors that Jay-Z has also allegedly been doing some shady stuff as well, and 50 Cent is going to expose every last detail, so Jay-Z better get his affairs in order. But Jay-Z is not the only one who 50 is exposing because he also had 1 or 2 things to say about Cuba Gooding Jr. If you're wondering how Cuba Gooding Jr. fits into this whole mess, well, he got roped into the lawsuit that Rodney Jones, aka Lil Rod, filed against Diddy. Rod claimed that while he was working as a producer on Diddy's Love album, things got pretty uncomfortable. In his lawsuit, Rod alleged that Diddy crossed some serious lines. According to Rod, Diddy would get all touchy-feely, but not in a friendly way. We're talking about squeezing his behind and walking around without clothes, fully aware that Rod was right there. It was inappropriate and downright creepy. Rod started feeling like Diddy was trying to into some kind of affair, which he found seriously messed up. Even Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, chimed in on the drama and backed up Rod's claims. He basically confirmed what Rod was saying, adding more fuel to the fire.
I could see with a person like Lil Rod, he probably was roughing him up, grabbing him, groping him, you know what I'm saying, acting like he playing with him, but he actually want him to do what he want him to do. So
the horseplay was his way of grooming you in a sense.
Well, that some new, you know what I'm saying? We didn't call it back then. That his horseplay was a way of letting you know I could really hurt you if I wanted to. You get it? I could really hurt you. And that's what that kid probably felt. Yo, why he doing me like that? Oh, he just playing with you. No, he was letting you know if I turn this up, I could really hurt you.
And that was his way of trying to get you to be submissive to him.
Right. He's letting you know, he's putting in your mind, listen here, bro. He's trying to put in his mind, we're playing now. But if I really want to turn this on you, it's on.
According to Rodney, he tried to call out Diddy on his creepy behavior, but Diddy just brushed it off, claiming it was all horseplay and denying any sinister intentions. He insisted that Rodney was reading too much into the situation, but Rod's allegations didn't stop there. He claimed Diddy directly propositioned him, promising to get him the Producer of the Year award at the upcoming Grammys. Rodney also alleged that Diddy made him watch videos of producer Stevie J in some compromising situations with another guy. And that wasn't all. He described Diddy's Miami house as the venue for some wild parties where all sorts of shady stuff went down. Rodney even suspects he might have been and taken advantage of at one of these parties. Now, we can't say for sure if it's true, but it's definitely suspicious, especially since other women who sued Diddy reported similar experiences. It's all pretty fishy. Rodney further claimed that Diddy allegedly spiked drinks at his parties, particularly targeting younger women who weren't of legal drinking age. But Diddy was not the only one who was named in the lawsuit, because a couple of people were also named, like Diddy's son Justin Combs and Cuba Gooding Jr. Speaking of Cuba, TMZ reported that Jones claims Diddy introduced him to Cuba Gooding Jr. on Diddy's yacht, and Cuba allegedly began touching and fondling Mr. Jones's legs, his upper inner thighs near the small of his back near his buttocks, and his shoulders. I'm not gonna lie, the part about Cuba was not really shocking considering his past, and he was rumored to be a constant face at Diddy's parties. And y'all know what has been rumored to happen at Diddy's parties. It was like the conversation shifted from what Diddy allegedly did to Rodney to the part about Cuba allegedly touching Rod inappropriately, and it just got weird.
This lawsuit, he's also, alleging that he met Cuba Gooding Jr. through Diddy on Diddy yacht. And it even got to a point where he started touching him on his, upper inner thigh near his, according to him.
Did you see the picture?
Nah, I didn't get to see it, but
Oh my God. Yo, listen to me, man. I don't know if it was what they call it when you take two pictures and they put it together and stuff like that. What they call it when they put the pictures together and it don't belong together, but they put it together. Whatever.
Side by side?
Yeah, whatever they call that. Cuban Gooding Jr. was so close to that man. I would thought that was his lady.
This is the picture that Gene was referring to, and yeah, it does look kind of sus. Gene also hinted that Diddy might have put the idea in Cuba's head that Lil Rod was fresh meat.
So you seeing on pictures, do you believe his claims?
Yeah, I believe his claims. Somebody put something in Cuba Gooding Jr. ear that this was fresh meat, or see can you break him, or see can you do something? Because don't no other man be that close to no other man, for that reason. Come on, bro. That's crazy.
Speaking of Cuba Gooding Jr., his past isn't exactly squeaky clean. He's been accused multiple times of acting inappropriately toward women, with accusations of SA piling up over the years. Given this history, it's not too surprising that he and Diddy are close, birds of a feather, and all that messy stuff. Back in 2014, Cuba Gooding Jr.'s wife of 20 years, Sarah, filed for legal separation. She didn't explicitly state the reason for their split, but rumors suggested that Cuba's infidelity had pushed her to the breaking point. Allegedly, she discovered that he had been SA other women and decided that she wasn't going to stay with a man like that. After his wife left, Cuba's inappropriate behavior only got worse. Numerous women came forward accusing him of being creepy, and to this day, he has faced over 30 allegations. Yes, you heard that right. 30 different women have spoken up, and there could be even more who haven't come forward. One of his alleged victims exposed him, saying, "At about midnight on March 1st, Cuba Gooding Jr. waltzed into the bar we were at and proceeded a number of the women there." Occurred when women would be taking pictures with him. He would grab butt cheeks during the picture taking, and when women reacted negatively to that, he would proceed to either touch women's breasts or tell them that he loved them. There is even a video that shows him touching a woman's chest without her consent in a bar or similar setting. Then another woman came forward claiming that Cuba had SA'd her back in 2013. She said they met at a hotel in Soho where he invited her for a drink. While they were having drinks, Cuba allegedly told her he needed to change clothes in his room and invited her to come up. Once they got to the room, she claimed he allegedly SA'd her. He was arrested for this crime in 2019. You probably remember the video of his arrest because it went viral and quickly turned into a trending meme on social media.
There he is, income.
But that was not the only lawsuit that he faced, because he also resolved another criminal case in Manhattan without going to trial, pleading guilty to a single charge stemming from an accusation of kissing a woman without her consent. There was also another case where the woman accused Cuba of battery and the intentional infliction of emotional distress, ended with a judge ordering him to pay $80,000 in compensatory damages to the plaintiff, Natasha Ashworth. In early 2022, he struck a plea deal to avoid prison time for the Soho SA, pleading guilty to a reduced charge. Cuba's lawyer attempted to defend his behavior, saying, "He's very, very outgoing. He's very friendly. He's very jovial. I guess the word is sometimes he's frisky, but he's not inappropriate. He respects women. I've known him for over 30 years, never been charged or convicted of any crimes. I don't think it's going to create any pattern or affect his case." Well, just before the trial was scheduled to start, it was announced that Cuba and the woman had decided to settle out of court to avoid a trial that would prove to be messy for them. Child, Cuba has enough accusations to rival Diddy's, and it's not surprising that they're good friends. Like I said, birds of a feather and all that stuff. But 50 Cent is claiming that he allegedly has more evidence of some alleged SA that Cuba never got exposed or sued for. He also claimed that this is the real reason that Cuba has been silent since Lil Rod's lawsuit. Jay-Z and Cuba better watch their backs because 50 is determined to make things messy. Fans commented, "Cuba Gooding Jr. is that creep who always asks where his hug is and tries to separate you from your friends when you're out. What an absolute POS." Not surprised that Cuba Gooding Jr. is a creep. He played his character radio too doggone well. Always knew something had to be up with him. And this is all about bringing dark to light. This is about Jay-Z and the satanic deeds they do quietly, but right in front of us. This is the evil being exposed. Yeah, 50 is not here to play with Jay-Z, but I want to know how y'all feel about this situation. Drop your thoughts about this in the comments, then check out this next video.